Random, casual gameplay. What the bloody hell does that even mean? It's simple. It means that I'm not going to play the game differently because I'm recording, right? So if there's like a lot of dialogue, if I'm just looking around because I want to enjoy the scenery, I may do that, even though it might be boring. I want it to feel organic. So right now, I almost said the Belfry, because I've been playing some Gotham Knights there. This is like your little hub world, your little gothic castle, and he's got the necklace on him, starting to look like a BDSM party. Where's the goth chicks at? Okay. Oh, right. Yesterday, I was trying to get into the library, and I was like, what the hell? How do I do this? Left trigger. Whoops. Right trigger. You know what I'm saying? Dog's in the goddamn way. How does this work again? Oh, there we go. I could have done that.
Of the goddess.
There's chests throughout, but you need, as you can see, arcane keys, none of which I have. What kind of party is this?
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
You can skip through this if you can read really quick. You just tap the circle button. That's how you go about doing that.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of
Wanda's experiments, let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here.
I was trying to narrate it quicker, whoops, than they were saying.
You told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is
one more thing before I head back to the library. I know that might be annoying, but sometimes I may have to skip it a little bit because the other thing too here. Oh, just like I was saying. Token for your efforts. They can be used to open chests. Those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them the most. Make yourself that person.
Seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Yeah, so the reason I'm having a hard time with it, well, I mean, that wasn't too long of a dialogue, and I don't mind the dialogue. It's just I read very, very fast. Sometimes some games are hard to play. Like The Last of Us was actually not too bad for me to play because the dialogue was like, I felt like there was a lot of time where the game was breathing, where I could shine and flap my gums 100 miles an hour. A game like God of War does a terrible job of allowing me to open my mouth. So I couldn't really talk, so I was like, what the hell is this shit? A vessel created by witches to honor the innocent. Yeah, sometimes you could walk around, you just find shit laying on the ground. It's like treasure hunting. It's like, ooh, what's over here? Right? Like maybe exploring the Abbey grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you're ready, return to your quarters and go to sleep each night to start the next day. Kind of like Need for Speed. That was a weird comparison, but seeing as I've just played The Need for Speed. Chicken mushroom. I am not going to ask. I forgot what I was saying a moment ago. Yeah, so there you go. Let's open up one of these chests. And we unlocked... Look for arcane chests on the Abbey grounds and unlock them with arcane keys. Arcane chests reset periodically, so return to previously opened chests to see if the little elf snuck something in there again. The higher your arcane level, the more rewards each arcane chest will have. So it's like the Tooth Fairy. You know, every now and again, you check your pillow and Money respawns. What is this? The Peaceful Trail, a new haven discovered. Yeah, so... Oh, there are numerous haven locations on the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Each haven can be used only once. Each hero can only attend a single haven over the course of the game. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so my mission, if you will, with any game I ever buy, even though they perform terribly on YouTube, that's okay. It's to give you a sense of what it would be like if you bought the game, right? The gameplay is not necessarily supposed to be overly entertaining in the way that I would edit my videos or whatever. It's just to give you an idea of, yeah, you know what, this might be something that I enjoy, or what the hell is this bullshit, right? And I just want to be able to take my time and relax. See? Like, now that I know that that opening is open. Opening is open. I want to go back now to that spot where I just was to see if I can open this door. So right trigger, left analog stick. And now
Oster guides my hand.
I want to check this out. Because, oh, that's what I wanted to say. Because for a card game, for a turn-based, card game, this thing
There are cracks in this wall.
offers like a lot.
The goddess disagrees.
Okay, so we can open a closed door, but not one that's fucking cracked and deformed. All right then. The remains within are still thoroughly protected. Arcane knowledge. Oh, well, there you go. 25% bonus resources from pickups. Oh. Wow. That's cool. The hunter has increased their arcane level, like we just discussed a moment ago. Successfully using words of power, exploring the Abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge, which can increase the hunter's arcane level. At higher arcane levels, the hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from the Abbey grounds and arcane chests. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Again, we can't open the cracks in the wall. Obviously, it's gated through story progression, which, I mean, does make sense.
An elemental rod.
This
Take this
quartz
back to the altar.
stone is so light it almost floats. Fluffy white and gray whorls conceal a core of roiling thunderclouds which emit small bursts of light from time to time. So that's why I wanted to explore this area, because I knew there would be something interesting in here. Well, I mean, I wasn't actually 100% sure, but I was hoping there was going to be something of value.
This looks like a fairy ring.
What does? Oh, what I just picked up a moment ago. So I'm just looking around really quick. It looks like we've got everything. I don't think I can climb over here. That's just a wall. Crack in the wall there. Yeah, so there's nothing else that we can do, at least I believe, in this little section. That's to leave. That's the chest that I opened up there. That's where I was talking to the ghost. For some reason, it's having me come back here. But I don't see a prompt. The Abbey grounds seems to be pretty big. Like overall. It's pretty cool. Bloodgate. I could fast travel to the Bloodgate. I could fast travel to Hunter's Folly. And we are right here. The Hunter. Yeah, see Agatha's altar. Well, here, let's fast travel to it. I know that might sound funny, but sometimes when there's a glitch, I don't know if it is glitched. I'm just saying, like, there's just nowhere for me to... You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I... You know, that thing that I just collected there. That air rod. Yeah, that thing. Quest item. I mean, we can view the lore behind it. That's great. But I mean, aside from that, there's no, like, hold in hand You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that is prompting me to... Oh, okay. Oh.
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else.
Okay. Well, there you go. You learned something, right? Because I'm being too literal. It's like, hey, there's the dot. It's not working. Those look like waves of the ocean. So it's probably not going to work. That looks like something that wind would do. I don't know.
Magic still holds.
There you go. Excellent. And as you progress, you guessed it, we're going to fill out this altar. I promise I'm almost done scavenging the ground. What, I can't walk over? Can I jump? Seriously? You can shoot laser beams out of your ass, but you can't fucking hop over a pebble. Maybe there's more rods laying around. Witch hazel reagent. Okay. And yes, we're obviously going to get into some action. I mean, it might not be obvious, but I'm telling you. Death. It's a tarot card. Represents transformation, entering a new phase in one's life. See, I knew if I kept exploring, I would find some shit. Some more chicken mushroom. I wonder if there's chicken mushroom ramen noodle soup. No, we can't fall to our death. We can't leap forward. Although I do see something in the distance. Eventually, the bridge gets rebuilt. How do I know that? Because it just seems fucking obvious. Tarot card, the Wheel of Fortune. I actually have the Magic the Gathering card, the Wheel of Fortune, or I used to, and I sold it for a lot of money. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn. This card represents luck and good fortune. Yeah. We see how well that's been working for me. Both in the virtual and the real world. We're picking flowers, so it's a flower picking simulator game. I think this is where I just was earlier. Yeah. The problem is, and I'm not gonna lie, is I don't know everywhere I've been yet. Like I'm kind of repeating some of my steps. I think we're just gonna progress on now with some combat. But I did want to show you this because if I have to go through it, so do you. Oh. Chicken mushroom. Yeah, because this area is just massive. Oh, there's something down there. Did you see that? And you can run by pushing down the left analog stick. The Sunny Stream, a new haven has been discovered. But then how do you start the, you know what I mean? Oh, you can go in the water. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Can he walk over that stump? But of course not. Why would he be able to do that? Uh-huh. How big is this place? If I look at my map, where in the bloody hell am I? Ooh, oh, uncharted territory. Really? What is this, Mad Max? Fast and the Furious? Where's Vin Diesel? Can I get in the car and just drive off? Ah! Actually, I have that car in Need for Speed. Where does it say I'm at now? Oh. Ooh, it's off the map. The map won't even tell me where I am. Is this a place we can hang out? No, it is not. And we can't enter the car. Well, I mean, if we can't hop over a fucking log, chances are we can't drive a car. Start whipping around the Abbey. Pick up the superhero chicks. Okay, now we're gonna actually go. You know what? I'm gonna fast travel because I don't know what I'm doing. Bloodgate. Is that how we go back to? You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Where's the gate? Maybe it's in here. I think this is to go back. I honestly don't have the slightest frickin' clue. Okay, so now I feel like I'm panicking because I honestly don't know how to get back into the area here. Maybe I can try from the Whispering Wood or the altar again. Yeah, it might be this way. I mean, that is pretty close, don't get me wrong. It's really close. I just thought maybe there was a fast travel point literally inside, but there isn't. Let's see if there's anybody here that we can talk to start a mission. Nope. Nope. Some gloss, which you need for cosmetics. It's a currency. Let's check out... That's the mission table, by the way. Sort of like, you know, the whole Marvel Avengers thing where you start... Oh, there's no mission. Okay. Well, that's kind of stressful. Because I think we're supposed to go here? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think so. There's nowhere else where we can start a mission.
Hunt, I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
Yeah, I figured that.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our
time cooped up with these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there. It's good to go through all of these. But again, this also showcases how much dialogue there can be in this game. It's more than just, you know, let me kick you in the nuts. Like it's...
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mystery,
the blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most.
They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
The words of power.
Where did the words of power come from?
Well, I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods. The words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found...
Descendants of the blood and caretakers
used the words
use
as
the words
well.
as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Can I ask about
After
your
our
mother?
last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No.
We entrusted her to the Knight of
Knights
Wudagore, the ancient protectors of
ancient
your
protectors
ancestral
of your
homeland in
ancest-
Transia.
I don't think they
I
ever
was trying to
expected
read
contend with an
faster through it.
organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
Like, think about it for a moment. If I was doing a 100% walkthrough, I would never do what I'm doing, talking over the dialogue and shit like that. But let's be real. Whether it's someone like me, or even someone famous like the Rad Brad, nobody is watching an entire walkthrough, word for word of everything. I don't think people watch gameplay videos to actually follow the story. There might be some, but that's never me. Whoops.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Okay, so we spoke to her. Yeah, so what I was going to say is that it's important to take note of that, right? That nobody's ever, or very rarely ever, going to follow a whole story. I would never follow an entire story, you know, whether it's a game like Days Gone or whatever, something that's got like deep storytelling through YouTube videos. This is a painting. You must hold it for me. Disenchant it. Destroy it. I do not know. I do not care. It's following me. I've put it in a locked chest, and when I wake up, it is lying unrolled on the floor beside me. I cannot burden, caretaker with this, and for whatever reason, this painting will not leave me be. I think I should like to live in a non-enchanted house one day. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the painting. There we go.
What is this?
Okay, I guess I can't take it literally. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable. Okay, yeah, it's just a little story. Caretaker's journal back in 1710. Yeah, so me going through all this here, the good news is moving forward, not necessarily. I may not end up spending all my time in here. The ancient elder god known as Ch'ton is a malevolent entity capable of untold destruction and ruin. It's a dark force lying in wait, poised to reveal itself and bring about untold horrors. Without Gaia, who currently resides within the Earth, our world and its outlying planets would have been consumed long ago. Oh, there you go. More shit laying around. I mean, you're just standing there. You could tidy up the place. For God's sake, woman.
Good girl, Charlie.
You can have her follow you as well. Oh. Various frames in the Abbey can actually be interacted with. Paintings can be removed from frames for a small gloss count. Paintings from your inventory can then be placed in empty frames for free. Oh yeah, see, there was a... See, remove painting. That's interesting, but I'm not going to do that right now. So now... I actually like some of these paintings. If I had Elon Musk's money, I would almost like reconstruct a house like this. All that, and we still haven't done a goddamn mission yet. But now, all of a sudden, we do see that we can interact with a person here. The problem is, you guessed it, how in the holy pineapple... Oh, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just need to step outside. I'm all like, how am I going to get all the way over there? I think it's this way. I wish there was like a little mini map, radar map, so I could ensure that I'm going in the right direction. There we go.
The library radiates that fresh spell battle aura. Makes for an ideal reading nook.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
So another thing I'm going to explain, and then I may end up ending the video soon, because I think it's important, like I said, to really showcase this side of the game. Moving forward, it is possible that I would simply no longer make these kinds of videos of in the Abbey, or if I do, I will state like episode 1 Abbey gameplay. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you could be like, oh yeah, no, I saw his first video on that shit. I don't want to have to deal with that bullshit. And then you just don't click on it, right? And if it doesn't say Abbey gameplay, then it means that there's maybe just some, but there'll be combat. So yeah, anyways. So you can follow a light or a dark path here, or just stay neutral. And supposedly, well, not supposedly, it unlocks some rewards and powers later on, but I don't know what they are. You're observant, you tell me. Thinking about Wanda? I'm not in the mood for riddles. Yeah, I can tell her that.
I am not a mind reader, Magic. Speak plain.
You know, Hunter, one of the things I like about you is your intolerance for bull. Even from me.
Stop speaking in riddles and just tell me what is on your mind.
It is not what's on my mind I'm worried about.
What worries you then?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Now, you can skip the dialogue quite often, like you could just keep tapping the button. I think post-game, right, because this game has infinite side quests and all that, a lot of this fluff, if you will, it's going to go away, right? So it's not like you always have to deal with this. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warming sign, but like, should we warn the others? Danger is familiar to me too. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother.
Shows you the quality of the voice acting too a little bit.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Friendship gained with her. Yeah, so Hunter balance change. I don't know if there's a place that I can check that. There might be. I really don't. Team friendship. See, this game is based heavily on friendship as well. There's actually even a new game plus where your levels don't carry over, but your friendship levels do, your connections with them. See, friendship level 4 out of 15, 5 out of 15. She's a dark character, so I could have had her at 4 or 5 by now, but I kept being in the light, right? So I quote unquote ruined that for myself, if you want to say that, because I potentially want to be able to stick to one side of the light so that I can get some of these perks. The problem is I can't seem to, right? Like there's my arcane level. We know what that does. Super link. Again, there's messages that you can read from the people. And if you tab over to messages here, this was one where you can actually interact with Hunter. Are you there? Blah, blah, blah. You want to talk to people. So this game is very heavily RPG. Big time. I think I'm going to end it in a moment. Yeah, so I think moving forward, I might do that. Abbey gameplay or combat gameplay or Abbey and combat game, right? That way it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on to try to keep it organized. That's something that I may do, because ultimately in the end, you saw nothing that was exciting. However, what you did get to see was maybe a part of the game you didn't know existed, right? So to me, this was still an important piece to show, even if it's not interesting for you to watch me just running around a gothic castle talking to people. It's still very important, because if you choose to buy this game at some point, which is probably why sometimes people look at videos. That's what I do. That's why we watch reviews and walkthroughs and gameplay, to kind of, just like I said earlier, to get a gist of what the hell these $100+ games are all about, to see if they're worth your money. Now, I think it's safe to say at the bottom right where you see map, there's literally nothing. So I think this is where we can go to bed, because again, that will advance time. Again, customization of your character, the Abbey outfit. Right, here's a new one that we could buy for gloss. You could see that at the top right. Okay, you can have it so that you're wearing your combat outfit inside the house. But right here, we're trying to show off our biceps. And if we want to look like Adam Lambert, we can do that. Right? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to advance time. You can customize your room, blah, blah, blah. This is where your dog sits. Yeah, see, there was a little star above the bed. I think that's because you need to do that to advance the time. And then look what happened when I did that. Either that's a glitch or it's like oh, it's part of the story.
Can that really be you?
Oh, Lilith.
Closer. I want to get a better look at you.
I've been working out. Wait, is that my mother? That would be
After
terrible.
all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother.
Oh, God.
Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
Yeah, so she's evil. Did you guess that?
Is this a dream?
Yes and no. We are connected, you and I. Ever since the day you...
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
I didn't even get to ask her the other questions. A new post was added to the super link. So let's check that out. Right? We could see at the top left, we even have something for research. Let's look at all the messages. Yeah, those are the old ones. New ones are at the top. Go figure. Breaking a mysterious boom at an abandoned warehouse is to blame for the broken windows. Claim Brooklyn residents. The loud bang occurred late last night. According to local authorities, there's no evidence of an explosion. Kids must have got their hands on some fireworks. And you can see the comments from Tony Stark, Carol Danvers, Stephen Strange. Right? Oh, there it is. No new personal messages. Then if we go to research, we can do our research, which we won't necessarily do from here. I think you can do the research from all the way down here as well. So you see, even if I would have wanted to do some combat for you today, I wouldn't have really have been able to because the mission table literally has nothing for me to do. Is this where we do research?
You are gonna love this.
Yeah, see? Craft powerful single-use combat items. So now we have the war games. Carol says we need to up our game to meet this new threat. She's right. But to do more in combat, we'll need to do more down here in the Forge. A self-learning AI workstation running endless combat situations might help
Why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to
make
take way longer
situations.
than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can
Oh,
only
shush,
be
I'm
achieved by
trying to
examining
talk.
the physical documents themselves.
This will increase the ability options and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. So there we go.
To mock
Start the research. Abbey upgrades. Recent research has unlocked new upgrade opportunities for the Abbey. Constructing upgrades is essential for success, expanding the Midnight Sun's capabilities in the Abbey and on the battlefield. But this game is just like a mobile card game, they say. Yeah, no. This is pretty deep. It's deep. Balls deep. Okay, that was cringy. Gamma coil analysis, forge upgrades. Oh. Craft powerful single-use combat items. Purchase room upgrades. Craft powerful single-use combat items that just disappear forever or once per combat per game. I don't know. I'm too literal sometimes. Gamma coil analysis. Oh, right, to see what's in there. Okay, let's analyze the coils that I've been getting. Like when you get rewards from combat, you'll get some stuff and then you can get some cards. Hunter abilities can be one of 3 branches. Light, dark, or power, designated by the balance symbol present on the card. Playing more light or dark abilities in combat will actually push the hunter's overall balance towards that alignment, which I haven't been able to see where my alignment is. A new hunter ability. Gain vulnerable. This one is not light related. Hell ride. Damage each enemy in a line. Discard your hand. So you do get to see all the things, and then you get to pick one. Gain vulnerable. Show the details. Oh, what's vulnerable? There you go. Increase the damage taken from attacks. Wait, what? Increase damage taken from an attack. Oh, right, you would put vulnerable on somebody else. Ooh. Again, it was being too literal. I was like, why would I want to be vulnerable? Why would I want to do that? So we picked that card. You know what? Oh, I already own 2 of that one. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's good, actually, that it shows you that. Now we're going to go to the forge upgrades. Apparently, I don't have a choice. Well, I mean, I do, but to advance the story.
like my own.
And now we can do research for it. I mean, not right now. Hire research.
I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
I'm not loitering,
I'll steal your
bitch.
secrets if I can't
I
steal
just
your
built
own.
something for you.
I doubt you'd find anything.
Oh, he's
suitable
talking to
among
Tony.
the secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. Can it be?
Day, Hunter.
Oh, because I backed out, it ended their dialogue. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, to be honest, this video is like way too long. There's no way anybody made it to the end. Or if they did, they passed out. Yeah, so I'm going to end it here. And then I'm just going to explore at my own leisure here. So there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, I don't blame you. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and as always, I'll twist it, bend it in half, and maybe I'll stick it into that contraption of some sort. And, yeah. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.